There's been 5 wins from BMD Northcliffe. There's been 5 wins from Alexandra Headlands. The rest split between Newport and Alex. There are only 4 clubs that have ever won this race in all competitions.
Can an outsider win it?
100%.
I'm thinking the outsider is Surface or Maroochydore.
Surface Paradise could win. They definitely could.
Yeah, look, as we see now, the girls anxiously down on the start line, about to get underway. Is that Georgia Miller down there as well?
Yeah, so
doing
Georgia's
the ski race?
going to be ski paddling for
Sorry,
Northcliffe.
apologies, Georgia Fitz. We've done it again. Georgia Fitz, apologies.
Georgia Fitzsimmons, and then also Emily Doyle. So Emily Doyle's had shoulder surgery straight after Aussie, so she's just come off the back of a significant rehab, and it's actually really exciting that she's able to race this weekend.
Put a dollar in the jar.
Georgia, she will be doing her absolute best. This is the last race of the day, so everyone out there is going to put everything into this last race of the day. It's also great to see a few other clubs in the mix there as well that we don't often see come down for a tackle and relay. Is that Metropolitan Caloundra?
Coudgeon's in it, yes.
Coudgeon?
Metropolitan Caloundra. Coudgeon's in there as well. Unreal.
It just shows
the
how
Coudgeon
healthy
Pirates. The Coudgeon Pirates. We talked about the mascot. I want to see the Coudgeon Pirate.
Yeah, let's get the Coudgeon Pirates home. We did talk about the mascots as we're racing here. The final event of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series at the Hayden County Surf Classic. 10,000 points on the line. The Coudgeon Pirates are not off to a good start, but Georgia Fitzsimmons taking a little bit of a paddling technique from her husband now, Riley Fitzsimmons, Paris 2024 Olympian, and she is leading right now for BMD Northcliffe. Jazzy Raywood also off to a fast start there, as well as Tiani Massey through the middle for the Black Swans. Kat there, Kat O'Leary of Mermaid Beach in the mix, as well as Lucy Derbyshire of Surface Paradise, and as well as that, Gemma Smith looks like she's right there on the tail. Brianna Massey of Currawa and Janaea Massey, the Massey relatives there, right there, side by side. They're going to be first to that Shaw and Partners turning cam.
Yeah, I think Janaea Massey's actually out in front here from Burleigh Head. She's done really well on that left-hand side, and Georgia Miller looks like she might just sneak in around in second place, but there's a big pack
buster
there.
Look at that. That is where you don't want to be in a ski race. That's why we talk about the importance of getting out in front in these skis. They're so long, they're so big, and when you start to clash paddles, it is impossible to get those boats up and running, as we see Janaea Massey out in front for Burleigh doing very, very well. Georgia Fitzsimmons hanging in there though. She's just behind her doing very well for Northcliffe, and of course Gemma Smith of Newport there in third, Brianna Massey in fourth of Currawa. The girls are making their way home now. They are going to leave nothing in the tank.
Janaea Massey has been paddling well all weekend, and it's great to see her out on that right hand side from Burleigh Heads, but Gemma Smith is in the middle, and Georgia, she might have been a little bit disappointed with her iron, but she's making up for in this ski paddle. She is absolutely doing so well, and on the outside we also see Lucy Derbyshire trying to catch a runner. Brianna Massey coming through on the pink and white from Currawa.
Gemma Smith has just gone to the front and said, wow, shot out of the cannon. That was wild. She went from third to first on her own wave. She is setting up, I'm going to say Mitch Trim will go off next. She's going to give Trimmy a fantastic little lead.
They are the great Southern Hope of the Open Mixed Taplin. They are the only club to win it outside of the Queensland Sunshine State. It's Newport, the great Southern Hope, leading it right now in front of BMD Northcliffe. Is that Alexandra Headlands that have found their way into this race? It is. Emma Woods has found a way to put herself in this position. She is having an absolute day out as Tiani Massey comes around there. She's through there, but it's Newport leading, BMD Northcliffe, Alexandra Headlands, Maroochydore, Met Caloundra with an outstanding opening paddle. Jazzy Raywood there of Burleigh in 6, Currawa in 7, Burleigh Heads in 8, Surface Paradise 9, Alexandra B in 10. BMD Northcliffe, Newport, Mermaid and North Bondi rounded out with Sunshine just coming through transition. They hit the water. Mitch Trim, Riley Fitzsimmons, the big boys go to work.
That is some serious paddle moving right now. That is some strong boys. Mitchell Trim of Newport, Riley Fitzsimmons of BMD Northcliffe, and then out to the left there, Alexandra Headlands is Jet Kenny. He's going to be desperately trying to get back onto the feet of Northcliffe and Newport there, as we see Riley Fitzsimmons now takes the lead. He's on the inside for Northcliffe, and Mitch Trim sitting pretty on his outside wash.
Riley looks so strong and powerful right now. He is definitely a sprinter, and he is going for it. So he's going to hit in that first can in first place. So behind is Newport, then Alexandra Headlands, then Maroochydore. But it's funny with the boys ski paddle, I feel like their rating is so intense for those first few strokes, and then they start to settle into it, and then on the way, that's when they'll start to rate up again.
Yeah, look at that. Riley Fitzsimmons, he does just come down in the gears. Having said that, though, still so much connection in the water between the paddle and the ocean, so he's still very strong, even though he brings down the intensity of the speed. But now they're coming off that last can. We see them rate up again. Mitch Trim and Riley Fitz are giving each other not an inch in the ocean.
And they're on a runner from the very far can, so that is going to break up the field. They're sitting on a runner, they're looking from side to side, they're looking behind. They'll want to try and milk this all the way to the beach.
That is going to be a huge advantage for these two boys. Jet Kenny is desperately trying to keep Alexandra Headlands in the mix there. He's pushing down a run. He's definitely by no means out of it, as we see now Riley Fitzsimmons of Northcliffe about to stand up, hit the sand. Mitchell Trim of Newport in two. The big boys are up and going.
I love the way that this race is shaping up, because you've got BMD Northcliffe in 1, Newport in 2, Alexandra Headlands in 3. That means Lani Pallister has the task of trying to swim down a lead that is now 25-30 metres long. It's going to be BMD Northcliffe and Newport that tag first. It's Lana Rogers and Annalise Kibble. They are going to try and keep away from Lani Pallister. She's going to work her hardest right here to try and chase this gap. The Black Swans of Maroochydore coming through, as do Kurrawa, Burleigh and Burleigh. But in the water now, we've got Lana Rogers of BMD Northcliffe, Annalise Kibble of Newport Beach, and Lani Pallister. She's trying to chase them down.
And both Lana and Annalise are really strong swimmers. We've seen that today. They are going to try their best to hold off Lani Pallister.
Zach Morris has just taken out Naomi Scott. Jake Morris has just taken out his own partner. They just got a little bit tangled up on the tag there, and he's bowled her over on the tag.
But Lana Rogers from BMD Northcliffe has gone to the lead. She loves these Taplin relays. It's so hard to make that A team. It looks like they're potentially drifting.
Of course,
yes.
Lana Rogers might be out there leading at the moment, and that is not what you do not want to do. You don't want to give away any metres when you've got Lani Pallister chasing you. Lani was on the northern side and had a more direct run to the can. Lana went a little bit off. She has corrected herself, but she's definitely given away a couple of metres that you just don't want to.
You just don't want that in a race, but she would have been looking up. It's actually really tricky out there, especially when there's a lot of chop, and when there's a lot of chop, you have to time when you look up to make sure that you're on the crest of the wave to be able to see that white can. And sometimes when it's white, it's a little bit more tricky to see. It looks like Lani Pallister is just catching up to Rogers. She will want to sit on Lani's wash and try and hold her all the way to the beach.
Yeah, Lana Rogers has hit that lap collective can first, but on the outside now, Lani Pallister is just moving. It is crazy. We talked about it before. Lana Rogers is an incredible swimmer, but the rate at which Lani Pallister can catch you and pass you is terrifying.
She just looks so efficient too.
What an effective swim leg that the Alexandra Headland Club have. Obviously, Lani Pallister, she's found herself to the lead, but she's going to run around through transition and tag none other than Australian surf race champion Cooper Williams. So they have the absolute trump card in this surf discipline of the mixed Taplin relay, and Lani Pallister has pulled away from the pack.
And this is the third leg. There are still 3 legs to go after this, so she will be wanting to have a gap so that she gives her next swimmer and her board puddlers a gap as well.
Yeah, look, we're going to see it shortly. It's hard to say for sure, but Cooper Williams is probably going to be entering the swim. Nick Sloman for Northcliffe, and for Newport there, I'm not sure who they're going to chuck in, but they are two very, very strong and talented swimmers. Maybe Borgie's going to do the swim. Yes.
Yeah, it could be Borgie there. It looks like he is. The big Greek shoulders there of Borg, ready to go. The big boulders. I think he's actually Maltese, sorry.
Maltese. The big
Maltese.
He does move very, very well in the surf race, but we talked about it before. Cooper Williams, he's one that loves to stand up and win for Alex. You see the look in his eye when he puts on the Alex cap and get his toes in the sand for a Taplin final. It's just like nothing else we see from Cooper Williams. So we see now Lani Pallister has just milked one all the way to the beach and turned that little lead into an exponential lead.
And how's the run on her? Watch her run up the beach. Lani is a swimmer, a pool swimmer, but she's definitely a nipper and a clubby at heart.
She is a phenomenal athlete as the crowd go absolutely insane for her. Lana Rogers trying to chase her through transition, and the AK-47 Annalise Kibble of Newport, as we see Cooper Williams makes Lani Pallister run all the way down, whereas Bailey Armstrong and Jackson Borg, they go and meet their girls up halfway through transition. So Cooper Williams backing Lani Pallister so much to just say, come all the way down, I'll get the job done from here.
This is a close race. This is still, it is still such a close race with Alexandra Headlands up ahead, and then it is Newport and Northcliffe.
Yes, look, there's still plenty of racing to go. We're only halfway through. This is the 4th of 6 legs now going in, as we can see. Connor Maggs running in there for Newport. He still probably wants to try and make his way across this bank and see if he can give a little bit of hope, a little bit of chance for the other Newport team. As we can see now, Nick Sloman just getting tagged there. I thought it was going to be Nick Sloman. They've got so many teams, Northcliffe, that Bailey Armstrong was going in first.
You might be able to fill us in on this one, Haz. I do believe the team selection for the mixed taplin is on day performance. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Being that Bailey Armstrong beat Nick Sloman in the swim, he would have got the top honours.
The A team, yeah, that's correct. So the Northcliffe, I mean, it's always very difficult when there are so many athletes competing, but it is done on the day performance. Now, that also gets a little bit tricky if some athletes are doing some of the individual races and maybe sitting out for an iron. So there's a few other criteria around that, but I tell you what, it's tough, and I wouldn't want to have that job.
Oh gosh, no, you couldn't pay me enough to try and pick a team there. The depth of the teams that we have out in front right now becomes extremely difficult, and it's Cooper Williams, I would say 10 to 15 metres in front there of BMD Northcliffe and Newport Beach. The great hopes of New South Wales, Newport, trying to get the job done, trying to spoil the party of Alexandra Headland on their home beach right now, as Cooper Williams turns the lap collective can and he goes for home. I would say that's a 10 metre lead. He's got a comfy little lead right now, but is far from over.
Whatever lead Cooper Williams has right now, it is going to double, probably even triple by the time he hits the sand. You've got to remember, the minute Cooper Williams gets his toes in the sand and starts running, and he is a fast runner, that lead back to Bailey Armstrong is going to double and triple quite quick. So look, Alex are in the box seat at this stage of the race so far, there's no doubt about it.
And look at a wave stepping up as well. It's not going to be enough for Cooper Williams. He's not in the best spot, but that was a nice little wave that just rolled on through. It was only a 1-wave set though. You would have loved it to be a 3-wave set.
Absolutely, but they've also gone a really different way in. So they've headed more towards the north. The girls actually headed towards the south. There was no waves for the girls on the south there, and so I think the boys have changed tact and they've tried to go north. There's a bit of a wave brewing out the back though. Will those back markers get on it? No, but they want to try and get on this one.
This is a great swim there from Bailey Armstrong. He has swum Cooper Williams down in that last part of that surf race there, that surf leg. That was a 10 metre lead. That was a 10 metre lead at the lap collective can, and Bailey Armstrong has cut that down to 5 metres as we see Borgie pick up a nice wave as well. So this is a race in 3 right now. I think the winner comes from this group right here with still 2 legs to go, as you hear the home crowd try to lift Cooper Williams. They're going to go through transition in the lead once again, but chasing them is BMD Northcliffe as well as Jackson Borg of Newport. They get the support there of their teammates. Tagging there is Grace Harris, Lizzie Wellborn and Hannah Scully. Superstars on the board. This is a great race.
Do you know what was really impressed me then? Cooper Williams and Bailey Armstrong were out in front, but the do or die for Newport was where the Borgie got onto that little wave. He was a little bit out the back door and he just kicked so hard to get onto that wave, and
Hannah Scully has to pop one there. She got a nice little lead off the beach, but she had to pop one there, and that's brought the girls right back into it. Lizzie Wellborn now hits the lead. This is tight, Haz.
It is so tight. I mean, you've got Lizzie Wellborn from Newport, you've got Hannah Scully from BMD Northcliffe, and behind that you've got Grace Harris from Alex Headlands. So these are 3 incredible board paddlers. They will be going for it because there's 1 leg after this. There's the male board paddler that they're going to tag, and these girls will want to give their male board paddler a lead.
Yeah, look, this is absolutely nail-biting stuff at the moment. Newport, Northcliffe, Alexandra Headlands, 1.5 legs to go. It is on.
And this will be tactics here. Like you can see Lizzie, she's got the rating up. She's going to just give it everything, and she'll be wanting to lead start to finish. You'll see Hannah Scully there. She's been a little bit sick this week, and she will just be sitting on Lizzie's wash. She will be wanting to sit there for a little bit and then overtake to give her board paddler from BMD Northcliffe. I'm not sure who the final board paddler will be for today, but she'll be wanting to give him a lead as well.
Yeah, we see Grace Harris just trying to work there to the inside of Lizzie Wellborn's yellow board. She's trying to just push herself Hannah Scully pushes to the outside. So Grace Harris there of Alex Headland just trying to get her nose up to the inside of Lizzie Wellborn around this can to try and find that little bit of an advantage on the way home.
And they'll be laying down now, but it won't take long, and you'll see Lizzie jump up onto her knees, and Scully won't be far behind. So the girls will be on their knees. Yep, straight away they'll be raiding up. They'll be trying to catch as many or any runners that they can.
That's a great little lift there from Hannah Scully and Lizzie Wellborn. They start to push down to the south side of Alexandra Headland Beach, and you can see the rating goes up. Grace Harris also joins them there. She's gone a little bit different of a line. She's towards the north a little bit more, which just means that is that the local knowledge that's coming out to play right here. She trains on this beach. This is their beach. They're trying to get a win here on their home beach as Lizzie Wellborn tries to force her way down that one. Grace Harris is on a wave out the back.
Wow, that was incredible from Grace Harris. Just again, when you think Alexandra Headlands are out the back door, knock, 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 here she comes. Charlie Verco is on the line for Newport here. He won the board earlier today. This is far from over. Three girls now have hit the sand together. They haven't given each other an inch, as we can see. Hannah Scully is absolutely going for it up the beach. She's going to make her way under the World Ocean Series finishing arch. It's got Hannah Scully in 1, Newport in 2, Grace Harris from Alexandra Headlands in 3.
Mitchie Morris there of BMD Northcliffe gets tagged, as is Charlie Verco and Braden Razor Casamento flying off the beach though. Mitch Morris gets a really good flying start and he's got himself a nice little 10-metre lead. But look at Corey Fletcher come home. He is lightning. He is the exact person that you want to be finishing this race. If anyone can run them down, it will be Corey Fletcher. The 4 clubs that have won it before, the only 4 that have contested this and won this event, are now the top 4 clubs leading this one in. It's as consistent as gravity.
I don't know where Burley have come from, but I tell you
Lily
what,
O'Sullivan had a massive board paddle.
Huge.
She had an unbelievable board paddle to get them back into it.
Incredible Lily O'Sullivan. She has well and truly put Burley back in the mix, because Corey Fletcher is just about to pull up onto the back of Braden Casamento from Alexandra Headlands Wash. If he can do that and a little bit of a luck comes, a little bit of a wave fairy sprinkles some dust, imagine Corey Fletcher in that final sprint finish.
And Casamento there for Alex just got clipped a little bit on the way out, and we have BMD Northcliffe that got through with a bit of an easier run, but then they're going to have to put in all the work there.
Charlie Verco has paddled down Mitch Morris. Mitch Morris had a 10-metre lead and Charlie Verco is paddling him down.
Charlie Verco's on fire.
I will tell you one thing for free. Those 4 boys are so fast in the sprint finish. Normally, someone's not too electric. They are probably 4 of the fastest blokes that you will just about see in a sprint finish. So, look, hat in the ring. I don't know who would get that up the beach.
I mean, we saw Charlie earlier today. He has been doing so well on the way in on that board.
Watch him milk these runs. We talked about the Molokai to Oahu World Paddleboard Champion. The way he moves that board, he's so light and powerful on top of it.
Oh, wave out the back. Corey Fletcher. He's on one.
Corey Fletcher, look at the man go.
Wow.
You dangle the carrot in front of him and he absolutely goes for it. He is going to pull down this on the south with the boys here. Throw a blanket over them. Corey Fletcher is still...
This is enormous. Corey Fletcher from the clouds has come from nowhere, gone straight past them. Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park have stolen the title away from the home club, away from BMD Northcliffe and away from Newport. Corey Fletcher, with a wave out of nothing, has taken this one, and Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park stamped their authority on the competition.
That was unbelievable. We talk about Corey Fletcher winning clutch moment races time and time again. He went in 4th. He had the impossible task stacked up against him. He said even if he caught up onto Charlie Verco, that would have been by all means an incredible paddle. Not only he did that, he went to the front and he milked that runner.
He is a cheat code in the last leg of any team.
How?
Corey, the cheat code, Fletcher.
How does he do it?
I have no idea.
I don't think any of us could have predicted that.
There is a man that has clutch genes and his name is Corey Fletcher.
Beach with the man, the myth, the legend, Corey Fletcher. Jump in here, Corey. I've seen some paddles in my time, but I do not think I've ever seen a better final leg in a Taplin relay ever by anyone. Where did that come from?
I saw that Lily got us up pretty close. And I was even yelling at the boys before, saying I'm coming for yous, and that one just around the can poked up perfectly for me, and I just worked and worked and worked. Didn't give up till I got down it.
Tell me about this club. Tell me about this group. What does it mean to you guys?
Oh, it's everything. As I said to you, we're building something strong here, and we're all young, and we just want to do well for each other, and we all train so hard, and it just shows what we can do here.
Mate, I'm in shock. I'll grab a couple of the guys and girls. Jump in, guys. I want to ask, did you think he could do it, Lily? You set that one up so well. You had an unbelievable paddle. You gave him a shot. Did you think he could win?
Look, I haven't had the best paddles today, so I kind of had to make up for it in that one. And I just saw the three girls in front of me. I was like, I've just got to catch them somehow. So, yeah, I let Corey go, and I knew he could run. So, yeah.
Unbelievable, Janae. You set it up so well off the front there. It's so stressful to lead out. Must feel good to get it done.
I'm just glad to be here. I've been out for a year injured, and, you know, this team's been with me every single moment since. And so I'm just so stoked to be here and get this win with the crew. Yeah, Michael.
Claudia, you had the toughest job of everyone. Olympic champion in there, head-to-head with Lani Pallister, trying to get back into it. How tough was that?
Honestly, it was so tough. I knew that she was in front of me, so there was no way I was catching her, but I did my best to try to catch the other girl in front of me, and I did that. So, no, just so stoked for the team.
Carbs, you're the head of this club. You lead from the front. You're really the man. What's it mean to the club to win a race like this?
No, it's always good. It just sets up a good example for the younger people coming through to the squad, and just drives them to want to be in this team and take us out one day.
Wesley, did you know it was going to happen when he went in?
Oh, no. Yeah, Corey always manages to get a wave like that, so it was pretty amazing to see him chase that one and work hard for it. He really smashed it.
And Corey, who you got to thank? Obviously a huge effort from the Burleigh club.
Yeah, it's not just Kingy, but everyone above him as well. And they're the ones that help us get here and do the entries and everything like that. So I don't think we could thank them all enough for letting us do what we do.
I tend to go over the top every now and again, but ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the best Taplin relay wins you will ever see in your entire life. Put your hands together, your Shaw and partners, Hayden, Kenny, classic champions. Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park.